So I'm here to introduce Yashasvi Raj to you all, right? यशस्वी, जिन्हें हम लोग प्यार से यश बुलाते हैं। अब मैं बताऊं यार, यश इज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन इन हिमसेल्फ। मैं आपको ऑनेस्टली बता रहा हूं, आप इनकी जर्नी जब सुनेंगे ना तो इट विल बी हाईली इंस्पायरिंग फॉर यू। मैं आपको बताता हूं, मुझे तो कभी कभी ऐसा फील होता है कि यश इज बॉर्न टू मेक हिज ओन रूल्स। मैं आपको बताता हूं कुछ इंसिडेंट्स जो मुझे सबसे ज्यादा जिसके थ्रू यश ने मुझे सबसे ज्यादा सरप्राइज किया। पहला, यश मेरे पास 2016 में आए थे टू स्टडी अकाउंट्स, राइट? एंड ही वाज 10th टॉपर एट दैट टाइम। तो जब यश मेरे पास आया और कहे कि मेरे मार्क्स इतने हैं, आई स्कोर्ड 97%, तो आई वाज सरप्राइज। मैंने यश से कहा कि यार यश, तुम्हें तो साइंस लेना चाहिए। तो मालूम है यश ने मुझसे कहा कि नहीं सर, मैं साइंस नहीं लूंगा, मुझे कॉमर्स लेना है क्योंकि मुझे फ्यूचर में लॉ करना है। देखिए क्या सीखने को मिला। 97% लाने वाला 10th का बच्चा, मैं आपको बेट कर सकता हूं इस पर, हम में से कोई भी होगा, हमारे पेरेंट्स, हम सब खुद मन्नत मांगते हैं कि यार 90 इतने % आ जाए, 90+ आ जाए तो हम लोग साइंस लें। करते हैं या नहीं करते? लेकिन सोचिए, एक टॉपर साइंस ना लेकर के कॉमर्स में स्विच कर रहा है। ठीक, रीजन क्या था? रीजन था उसका ड्रीम, क्योंकि उसने वो किया जो उसको फाइनल गोल के लिए ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट था। पहली बार मैं सरप्राइज हुआ यश से, फिर मैंने दूसरी बार तब मैं सरप्राइज हुआ जब उसने लॉ की कोचिंग ज्वाइन करी एंड ही स्टार्टेड मैनेजिंग बोथ द थिंग्स विद इक्वल इम्पोर्टेंस। मैंने उससे बोला, यार यश, तुम यार ये करते कैसे हो? तो मालूम है उसने मुझे बड़ा सरप्राइजिंग आंसर दिया। कैसा? मैं एक ऐसा काम करता हूं जो मेरा पैशन है, और शायद अगर मैं वो नहीं करूंगा ना तो मैं इसमें भी अच्छा नहीं कर पाऊंगा। एंड गेस व्हाट, उसने यहां खोला अपना तीसरा पत्ता और उसने बताया कि ही इज अ नेशनल स्विमर। तो मुझे वहां उससे सीखने को मिला कि अगर जिस चीज को आप पूरे दिल से चाहते हैं ना, उसे कभी छोड़िए मत, क्योंकि यू नेवर नो, वही आपके लिए ड्राइविंग फोर्स होता है पॉजिटिविटी का। तो दैट वाज एक्सेप्शनल फॉर मी। और फिर लॉ की कोचिंग करने के लिए आजकल एक ट्रेंड बन गया है बच्चों, तुम्हें लॉ की कोचिंग करना है, स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट करा देते हैं। अब लीजिए, आपके सामने एक नालसार का बच्चा आने वाला जिसने स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट नहीं किया, दोनों चीजें साथ में बैलेंस करें। तो ये एक स्टोरी है, एक सक्सेस स्टोरी है, एक ऐसे बच्चे की जिसने एक बैरोमीटर सेट किया बैलेंसिंग, कि आप सब कुछ बैलेंस कर सकते हैं अगर आप चाहें तो।
Hi, I hope all are safe and doing well in these times of COVID. My name is YASHASVI Raj, and today in this video interview, I'm going to answer these questions given to me by VAIBHAV sir. Let's begin. Question number 1. Introduce yourself and what is this video going to be about? My name is YASHASVI Raj and currently I'm an undergraduate law student at Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad. I did my schooling from St. Joseph's College, Allahabad, where in my final year, I was the college captain. In the 10th grade ICSE board examinations, I topped the district of Allahabad, scoring 97.8%, and in the 12th grade, I scored 94% in the commerce and maths stream. That's about academics. Academics के अलावा भी मैंने काफ़ी extra curriculars pursue करे. I pursued swimming during my school days and am a national level swimmer. In competitive examinations, I gave the Common Law Admission Test, that is CLAT, along with my 12th grade in 2018 and attained an All India rank of 124, which helped me to get into Nalsar. For all of this, I am thankful to my parents, teachers, my friends to have supported and guided me throughout this journey. And at the same time, I am extremely humbled and honored to have been given this opportunity to speak to you through this portal, for which I thank VAIBHAV Sir and VAIBHAV Classes. What this video is going to be about? Through this video, I'll be sharing my story, my strategy, and a few tips and tricks which could possibly help in preparing for boards, and I'm also going to speak a little about law entrance examinations. Every student faces problems in 11th and 12th which are unique. Now, while I cannot change those problems, I am going to try to bring a positive change in the attitude with which we approach our problems. Attitude का बहुत फर्क पड़ता है कि प्रॉब्लम का आउटकम क्या हो, बहुत इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है. Also, there are a few common problems which are faced by everyone in 11th and 12th, especially in the Commerce Plus Math stream, and I am going to tell you my strategy as to how I dealt with those common problems. अब even though I did my schooling from ISC and ICSC, ये वीडियो सिर्फ उनके लिए नहीं है. I am going to try to make this video as helpful to everybody who is going to attempt their board level examinations, चाहे वो किस भी बोर्ड से दे रहे हो. Question number 2. Subjects like accounts and mathematics require regular practice, while theoretical subjects require good memory. What was your strategy to maintain good scores in every subject? To answer this question, I am going to break up the discussion subject-wise. Beginning with accounts and mathematics because these are both applied subjects. Now because they are applied subjects, बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम लोग इन subjects को समझें अच्छे से. It is very important to understand them well. And while practice is important, practice से और भी ज़्यादा ज़रूरी मेरे को कभी कभी ये लगता है कि जो method होता है practice का, that can be done through worksheets at coaching or through the homework at school. And whatever questions are given through these worksheets or homework, those questions are honestly attempted and ultimately solved. Now what do I mean by an honest attempt? कभी कभी होता है कि कोई tough question आ जाता है and we need to look back at the examples or illustration or maybe call up a friend and ask ये question कैसे होगा. But once that is over, there must be a successful attempt to solve the question without any help, whether from illustrations or from friends. तो एक बार हम लोग अपना डाउट क्लियर कर लें क्वेश्चन को, या तो उसी क्वेश्चन को या तो एक सिमिलर क्वेश्चन को उस पैटर्न पे हम लोग को ट्राई करना है कि हम लोग उसको सॉल्व करें बिना किसी हेल्प के, so that we get to know the method to solve these kinds of questions on our own. Now, while the number of questions, the practice, the number of books one solves and practices is important, it is also extremely important to be able to identify different kinds of questions and solve each kind of question at least once without any help, and then to keep revising that method weekly or monthly. What do I mean by this? What I'm saying is बहुत practice करना is helpful and it is required, but उससे पहले we should know how to solve each type of question on our own, so that हम लोग जब आगे जाके practice करें हम लोग को बार बार उसका मेथड देखना ना पड़े एंड वो हम लोग को खुद आना चाहिए उस समय. एंड फॉर दिस आई बिलीव दैट द वर्कशीट्स दैट वैभव सर हैंड्स आउट इन क्लास, दे आर वेरी हेल्पफुल because they used to cover each type of question that used to be in the syllabus. What this gave me was that it helped me understand how to answer these questions later on. It helped me understand what each kind of question was like. And therefore, when I was revising and practicing other books, मेरे को बार बार एक हर क्वेश्चन का मेथड नहीं देखना पड़ रहा था, because initially itself I had practiced them. So what this will allow you? This will allow you to keep in touch with what you have studied at the starting of the year and will save you a great amount of time in revision. Now coming to economics, I believe this is a subject जिसमें memorization और understanding दोनों साथ साथ चलता है, but I feel understanding the concepts is definitely very important along with memorizing whatever parts need to be memorized. Now alongside concepts, graphs समझना भी बहुत important होता है because graphs are very important in this subject. For ISC students, because the ISC exams give students a choice in the question that they can attempt, the strategy is to prepare in depth at least those chapters which cover the minimum requirement. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि you study only those chapters and ignore the rest. No. Short answer section में questions हर chapter से आते हैं. So, for a good score, no chapter can be ignored. Instead, जो मैं suggest कर रहा हूँ is that prepare all chapters incredibly well, and then finally when you are revising, go through the previous year's question papers, analyze them, and see कौन से chapters form one separate question. See how many minimum number of questions you are required to attempt. Prioritize according to your strengths, what you know how to do well, your strong points when revising those chapters, and revise them in depth. And once you have covered those minimum chapters covering the minimum requirement, then go on to revise other chapters to be on the safe side. However, you should have complete in-depth knowledge of at least those chapters which are your strong points and which you choose to attempt in the paper. Coming to commerce, I may be wrong, but in my personal experience, मेरे को हमेशा से ये subject rote learning and ratification पे लगा है. An easy way to go about this memorization is to understand what you are reading and then to memorize it. Through understanding it first, it becomes easier to memorize and easier to recall during exams. अगर एक बार समझ लेते हैं तो उसको याद रखना काफी आसान हो जाता है. इस सब्जेक्ट में भी see the previous year's question papers and the number of marks which are generally allotted to question, the format in which marks are allotted, and then memorize the syllabus accordingly. Each and every word in the book doesn't need to be ratified. Instead, after analyzing the allotment of marks in the previous year's papers, whatever you do choose to memorize, that must be done properly. Now, coming to English language, I believe this subject is all about practice. The more you practice, the more you'll understand and be better at it. No person is perfect in this subject, and so one must keep practicing. Be careful कि easy marks होते हैं जैसे letter के format पे, those are not lost. You score the easy marks, you know the format thoroughly. Now, I know it is difficult कि 12th class में हम लोग leisurely reading के लिए time निकालें. But reading does help in identifying correct grammar and it gives ideas for essays as well. तो अगर हो सके, try reading a part of a newspaper or maybe download an app for that while preparing. For English literature, know your text inside out and read about that text from some workbook or from class notes. This will help you to understand the text easily, and this will also tell you what is not written in the textbook, जो answers लिखने में helpful हो सकता है. There are some websites such as Spark Notes, and these websites provide easy explanations. What I would suggest is that you use these websites text को समझने के लिए, but don't rely on just these websites while preparing. You may get extra knowledge about what is not written in the text, but while writing answers, do not write completely irrelevant points. Answer what has been asked in the question, but at the same time, add whatever you feel is relevant. In all subjects, be careful of any question paper pattern changes, and if there are any changes, make sure you adapt yourself to them. Coming to the next question. What message do you want to deliver to board aspirants? What, according to you, should be a plan to score good marks? So to answer this question, I would tell you about my general strategy in preparing for boards. Very important aspect in both ICSC and ISC are that of keywords and how to present your answers. One may have the knowledge, but if that knowledge is not presented well, it won't fetch you any marks, unfortunately. इसको कैसे tackle करें? What is the solution to this? My personal strategy was to attempt previous year's question papers. And this is very important, especially for subjects like English, economics and commerce. इससे हमको ये भी पता लगता है that how marks would be divided, how answers should be presented, and all other aspects of attempting an actual board paper. इससे मेरे को ये भी पता लगने का चांस मिला that what goes on inside the mind of an examiner when they correct, and उन लोग का actually answer script से expectation क्या होता है. And for this, I would personally like to thank each and every teacher who guided me. I would suggest, if possible, जब revision चल रहा हो, solve the latest board papers and try to get them corrected from board examiners. This would also allow you to see common mistakes which one can easily avoid. Common mistakes such as sometimes when reading, we don't read the entire question, or we don't attempt each part of the question, and even time management during the exam. This is very important, and this can be understood when attempting previous year's question papers in the set time limit. Coming to time management, this is very important during the exam. Everyone has a strategy of how they want to attempt their paper, but I would suggest time yourself well during the exam. Figure out your strategy while attempting previous year's question papers. Do this once your preparation has been completed, and do this well in advance before your board examinations. Some general overall strategy is that don't push your preparation till the last minute. Try to cover how much ever you can before board examinations begin, well before them, so that you have enough time to practice and correct your mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes. All of us are human, but it's better to make those mistakes while preparing for boards rather than in the examination itself. When revising for the purpose of attempting the examinations, one could follow only the syllabus which is released by the council. ये syllabus generally हर book के beginning में available होता है. Sometimes textbooks write more than what the council prescribes for. Textbooks कभी कभी काफी additional points लिख देती हैं than जो council syllabus release करता है उसके हिसाब से. Now reading these additional points is a great way to increase one's knowledge. But these additional parts are not tested in the examination, and this is specifically for subjects like economics and commerce. So if you are studying for the purpose of preparing for boards or when you are revising, sticking to the syllabus is a great way to being precise and exact to know what you need to prepare for. My suggestion would be that साल के starting से have a plan, make a schedule and manage your time well. Time management is incredibly important, not only during the paper but while preparing for it as well. And do your best to try to stick to the schedule and be as regular as possible. मेरा सजेशन ये भी रहेगा कि जैसे जैसे आप सिलेबस के साथ आगे बढ़ें, जैसे जैसे साल प्रोग्रेस करता है, रिमेंबर टू कीप ऑन रिवाइजिंग व्हाट यू हैव स्टडीड अर्लियर, बिकॉज जैसे जैसे आप आगे बढ़ेंगे टेंडेंसी होती है that whatever has been studied earlier is either forgot or needs to be understood again. तो इस revision से when you do your final revision when boards come near, that final revision will become very easy. Keep a relaxed, cool mind and try to get enough sleep, especially the night before you write your exams. Coming to the next question. Question number 4. What according to you are the do's and don'ts for a student to ensure high scores? Now I believe I've already talked about what a student needs to do. With respect to the don'ts, या फिर what not to do, try to ensure that you don't put too much pressure on yourself. At the end of the day, these are your board marks, not anybody else's. Try to do as well as you can, but do so in a healthy spirit. Unhealthy competition से सिर्फ stress होता है, and stress does not help. During the last few months of preparation before exams, try to cut off any distractions that are not useful. Most of them will still be there once boards get over. To sum up, my message to board aspirants is that prepare well, set reasonable targets, and don't waste any time when exams get close. Work hard, but also work smart. Smart work with hard work is the key. Study with a determined mind, and you'll be surprised to know that nothing is impossible when it comes to boards. Let's see the next question. Question number 5. When a student is appearing for a country level examination such as the boards, there's a lot of expectation from family and friends which puts an added pressure on the student. How did you deal with that? So as I've mentioned that these are going to be your marks, not anybody else's. So don't let others' expectations bog you down. Try to build a support system around you rather than a system which distracts you. Surround yourself with well-wishers and not people who will want you to take a break every now and then. Taking breaks are important. Yes, it allows the mind to calm down and relax. But For the mind to relax, there must be enough studying to go along with it. When you have a target in mind, when you have a goal in mind, focus on achieving the goal rather than focusing on the next break which one has to take. When you put in that work, pressure will automatically ease out because it is a tendency that when this work is put in, results are seen. और जब ये results दिखते हैं तो खुद pressure कम होता जाता है and whatever support system is around you, that support system is also satisfied. Let's come to the next question. Question number 6. In the current scenario, most students are struggling to find their rhythm. What are your views on how to make maximum use of this nationwide lockdown? So I understand that right now there is a lot of uncertainty due to the lockdown, and specifically from the point of view of those students taking boards in 2020, I would suggest try not to lose momentum. Do not let these 2-3 months ruin the hard work you have put in for the past 1 or 2 years. इस समय distract होना घर पे रह रहे and जब कुछ और नहीं करने को है, it is very easy to get distracted. But try to limit distractions and keep revising your syllabus. Don't begin anything जिसमें आप बहुत involve हो जाएं, जिसमें बहुत engross हो जाएं, such as like a TV series or a book. Instead, जब आप break ले रहे हो, allow your brain to relax. Maybe listen to some music, talk to your family members, and try to utilize this lockdown in the best way possible. Maximize your time. Keep practicing, keep revising. And if someone has not completed the syllabus yet or is lacking in practice, this is your golden opportunity to complete the syllabus and revise. Do not waste this time. Try to utilize it in the best way possible without losing sight of the fact कि एक ना एक दिन तो जो लोग इस साल बोर्ड्स दे रहे हैं उनको जो एग्जाम्स बचे हुए हैं वो तो देने होंगे. So try to utilize the time in the best way possible. Now coming to the last and final question for today. Discuss with us your journey to law college. What qualities does one require to be successful in this stream, and what are the options available to pursue after graduation? So while there are a lot of options, I'm going to discuss about one particular stream after law after I make myself clear on this fact that there are no set qualities or requirements which make a good lawyer. ऐसा मिसकंसेप्शन होता है कि जो अच्छा बोल सकते हैं या फिर जो अच्छा डिबेट करते हैं सिर्फ वो अच्छे लॉयर बनते हैं, बट दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. आई वांट टू क्लियर आउट दैट दिस मिसकंसेप्शन दैट लॉ इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट लॉयर्स और जजेस इन अ कोर्ट रूम. आई वांट टू मेक क्लियर दैट लॉ हैज एस्पेक्ट्स एंड एलिमेंट्स of commerce and commercial subjects in them as well, which is the other outcomes after graduation which I was talking about. And I shall speak about this right now. The most direct example is pursuing BBA LLB, which will cover Bachelors of Business Administration along with LLB. There is a whole branch of law which deals with commercial subjects. Fields such as tax law, company law, securities law which deals with equity and shares. These require an understanding of balance sheets and accountancy. Then there are laws such as those regarding insolvency and bankruptcy of companies, which require one to have knowledge of the economic system and economic framework and how it works. इस सब को समझने के लिए subjects like economics and commerce से बहुत help मिलती है. और इससे भी ज़्यादा these subjects make one financially knowledgeable and financially literate, and this is useful in life, whatever field one may be in. I'd like to consider that I myself am not very old and there is still a lot left for me to learn. तब भी knowledge of these subjects has helped me understand a lot of things and how they work in the world at this age itself. About my journey to law college, I attempted CLAT in 2018 along with my 12th boards and attained an All India rank of 124. For the examination, I prepared for 2 years since the beginning of 11th grade. Even though CLAT का पैटर्न बदल गया है जब से मैंने एग्जाम अटेम्प्ट करा था, मेरा बिलीफ ये है that a lot of practice and giving a lot of mock tests is very important, whatever the pattern may be, और चाहे जो सा भी एग्जाम आप अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो. About law entrance exams in general, CLAT is affiliated to 22 national law universities और इसके बारे में you can find out more information on consortiumofnlus.ac.in consortiumofnlus.ac.in. NLU Delhi holds its entrance test separately, known as the AILET, All India Law Entrance Test. Information about this can be found on the website of NLU Delhi. Symbiosis holds its entrance test for admission to law, the Symbiosis Law Admission Test. It has campuses in Pune, Noida and Hyderabad. और इसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन आपको मिल सकती है at set-pest.org, set-test.org. The Maharashtra Common Entrance Test, MHCET, is an entrance exam for admission to law colleges within Maharashtra, such as GLC Mumbai, ILS Law College Pune, amongst others. Jindal Global Law School in Sonipat is affiliated to the LSAT India Law School Admission Test. इसके बारे में information you can find out at discoverlaw.in, discoverlaw.in. कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज अपना अलग एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स भी कंडक्ट करती हैं, such as Allahabad University, AMU, BHU, and because these universities have their separate entrance tests, information about them is available on their websites. With this video almost ends. I hope कि आपको ये video beneficial लगा हो. I thank VAIBHAV sir and VAIBHAV classes for giving me this opportunity. Before signing off, मैं बस इतना कहना चाहूँगा that these are very tough times for all of us, especially for those with financial difficulties and accessibility issues. This is my request to those who can to recognize the privilege one has and to help those in need in whatever way one can. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy. Keep your goal in mind and keep your focus on that. Study hard, study smart. All the best. Thank you for watching this video.
तो बच्चों, आपको तो फील हो रहा होगा ना कि सर ने तो आज यश का एग्जाम्पल उठा लिया एंड ही इज सुपर टैलेंटेड, और ये तो वंस इन अ ब्लू मून वाला एग्जाम्पल है, ये हमसे ना हो पाएगा, है ना? सोच रहे होंगे ना? तो मैं आपके लिए अर्ज करता हूं, पंख काफी नहीं आसमानों के लिए, हौसले चाहिए जनाब ऊंची उड़ानों के लिए।